Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome back to Motivations and Memoirs. Of course, I am your girl, Iberica, and this is the continuation of the first year of our marriage in this season of yielding or healing in marriage. So the story continues as we share our first year of marriage, excerpts that is, of our first year of marriage. Now, the first year, the first maybe 4, 5, 6, sometimes up to 7 years, up to 10 years of marriage are the most tumultuous years. These are the years when you're learning to know your partner and your partner is getting to know you. And so, even though marriage is work, I believe the first few years of the marriage, you work the hardest. For marriage to work, both parties must be willing to put in 100% of themselves. It can't be 50-50. It must be each person putting in 100% for it to work. There are some marriages where one partner is putting in and the other partner just don't care, just or may not don't care to put in the same amount. It can't work like that. It has to be both of you putting in the same amount of effort for it to work. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage is fulfilling. Marriage is rewarding. But for all of this to happen, both individuals must come to the conclusion that they want healing in their marriage. It is important to have healing in your marriage, in our marriage, because marriage is the basis. From creation, God created man and then he made the woman for the man and he put them together in the Garden of Eden. He created them as companions for each other. He created them to be friends, to be lovers, to replenish the earth, to work together, to be helpmates to each other, to build each other. And as we said in the first part of this video, that marriage must make each partner better. Marriage is also the foundation on which family is created. It is a primary area that a child learns how to love, how to be loved, how to exercise certain things that they need in life. It teaches principles, the principles of God, the principles of life, how you are socialized, how you should act. So it is very, 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 very important that our marriages are healed. For you, it may take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. As I said, the first few years, rough. But those years are the years when we learn about each other and the years when we compromise and we decide, say, all right, this is how we are going to work this thing. Guys, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to share with somebody. Call in some people, man, and tell them, come over to Motivations and Memoirs. Some good things going on over there. Guys, listen to me. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. And also, remember, leave your comments. We are open to hearing what you have to say. And guys, if you want to share your story, your marriage journey with us on this channel, feel free. Give me a link and of course, we will talk to you. So come on over, guys, as we continue in the excerpts of our first year of marriage. God bless you in a bit. A lot of persons are not you not do it. Me no, if I not so nobody with me and come tell me about me for come and you not have that and you not have that. But once there's potential, you can work with it, because marriage is, as I said earlier, is to make you better. And the better must come in the first year. It must come the second year. It can come many, many years after. But as we see, it is a process, a hard work, and it takes time, right? And so what we're saying to you guys is that you can have a marriage that is completely all about healing once you are willing to make the steps, once you are willing to put in, as Colin said earlier, to put in the work, because marriage is work, full-time work.
Yeah, it's a daily job, and not only daily. It's a 24 hours a day job, and it's a job. Sometimes it's against the thing that you're working with. It against you, but you got to use that tool in order to make lives better and the situation better and the marriage work. You understand? But if every time you're going to look for what is right or what you want come from your wife, it's not going to work. In our marriage, I believe one of the things, it's a whole lot of compromising.
Yeah.
And two, I'm looking at something recently. We most of the time alone. We are together, live alone, nobody. So we always have each other, have to depend on each other. You understand? And we are grateful. No family ever come in to query anything in our marriage or to
settle any disputes
it's always work. And from both sides we have respect, love. You understand? And this what happened the on my side my family just you got to work it out for them. You just got to work it out. You understand? On her side, it does the same thing. Well, on her side they show me a lot of love and respect. So I mean, maybe they would mostly give me the right if there's anything, but and maybe my side too would give her the right, but the family really,
you feel
right? The family don't have nothing to do with us, and we are grateful for that.
And we are grateful that they never had a need to.
Right, but I seen that over the years we are getting older, more wiser, more mature, and believe that our life must be a model for the younger persons whom we come in contact with. So we found out that from we get married, we are in ministry, and the ministry is getting bigger and bigger. So we know it is more responsibility. So we trust God.
And ministry is not what should I say? Narrowed to just church ministry inside the church building, but ministry is wide. You find the people who you just mentor. I am strong on mentorship because me now go ahead with my and them stay so. When I go to heaven, my hands must be open. Means say every gift that God has given me, I must give back. I'm not taking anything with me. So I must find people to mentor. I must find people who I can impart knowledge to. Because when I was growing up, I got mentoring. I got persons who took me under their wings and just trained me. And that was what church was all about too. When we had ladies fellowship, I mean the bigger women, they trained us, trained you how to dress properly, trained you how to be wives, and that's what the word of God says, right? But I find that nowadays we have somewhat moved from that.
Yeah, but somebody got to do it. Somebody got to keep the old time religion.
Right.
I know there are things that we got to adapt to in this time. But we got to let people know.
Right. So guys, we are saying to you that you may have, issues. Because marriage, look here, no, but because we sit down here and talk, man, I don't think so we have no perfect marriage enough time. I want conk him, and him probably want, well, no, him not physical. I think I will probably conk him than he would think
People,
of
people,
if you ever
tell
anybody any lie on me.
tell her don't conk me when I really take the conk. I'm not going to conk you, but I don't want you to conk.
No, we're not going there, but saying this to say that there are a lot of issues in marriage, you know. So now because you see we slung here and we attack, we not have it perfect. We still, even to know, to this date, after July coming, we are 27 years strong. To God be the glory. But we still have hiccups. Me still have time when him get me so upset, and I get him so upset. But the bottom line is, what do you do after? That is what counts. All right, you're upset. So what you do when you're upset? You lose respect. You show a temper tantrum. You mash up a place. You no. But you know, there is a way to work it out. You for us, we upset. I'll be upset. Him not talk. When he's upset, him shut down, and him not talk. And then there are times when I am upset and me just not talk, and him can manage me not talking, you know, but him will not talk and me have a cope. When I don't talk, him head hurt, him pressure gone up, as him have no energy, all of that. But then it helps because everything, all of when me did a quarrel about, and I said, T, this need to do and that need to do. Sometimes when me vex and attack, and like me malice me now, me just no argument, just to the point. Everything when me did a talk about gets done. So in my head, me say, you know, say look like me have to go do this more often. The pipe where did I leak, where did I drip on him a plumber, and him now no time for do it get fixed. The part of the whatever did where did whatever it want get fixed, things get done because to it not dark. But at the end of the day, guys, it is all about your partner. You love your partner, you respect your partner, you care about your partner. So you're gonna do everything, even after the teeth and tongue meet, you're gonna do everything to ensure that, you know, you're still, or should I say, in fellowship, you're still connecting, you're still working together, and you're still married, because you're not divorced. So where you going? What's the point of having a messy, nasty type of marriage where you don't hug after one another, not talk to no one another? No, you make up in your mind, say, we are see this thing through, so we're going to ensure that our marriage is healed. There is healing in marriage, guys, and we choose to do that. It's a choice, you know. You can't decide, say, me no want a man, me no want a woman, go on by your business, right? And then that has its own repercussions because you have the children and whatever and all of this and all of that, and it just is a next can of worm. But you decide, say, by the grace of God and with the help of God, we're able to do this because life is short. Our life is uncertain, time short, right? And we are preparing to go to a better land. We want to live in peace. We want to be free.
And for the younger married couple, I want you to mark this, that you will never know your wife in its entirety. There's always something that you will discover every day, something new every day, right? So you got to be open, you understand, for that discovery, because as it come, use it on the positive side. Wow, me never see that in you, me never know you were like that. But use it on the positive side, because believe me, I am getting to know my wife every day, and the more I know her, is the easier life will come for both of us.
Right. So one of the things that he found out about me, 2021. Now look how long me and this man married. And he found out 2021 that some things that I say to him, like for argument's sake, he would say something to me and I say, "You're lucky." And he was offended. I mean, I know say him offended because him thinks me seriously. I say him lucky. Until I came home from work. I went in the fridge and took out. We didn't cook. We just had leftover. So me I scrape up something to eat. And me say, "Are you did at it up? Give me a ring." I don't remember. But him said to me say, "So, how was that?" So me say, "I'm a dinner." And him say, "Oh, you're lucky." And me laughed till me nearly dead. That was when he realized that was just a slang for me. It's like calling my friends bigot. Me love say a bigot. And I always tell them it no mean anything. It's just a slang. So me I tell him say you're lucky. He thought I was really serious until him flip it on me and say, "Oh, me kin over." I did with laugh.
Yeah.
And he said it to me after, that I honestly always me never like it. Cause he thought when I say you're lucky, he might look upon it in a
Like,
negative.
care,
Right.
care, business. That's how I look at it. You understand? But
And then the two of them say, "You're lucky." I laughed and I nearly pop up. Because it was just funny to me too. So I got hit right back with something that I always throw out. And it just sounded so funny. And I just laughed. I cracked up over it. So you really discover your partner. Even though you're together umpteen years, you will still discover new things about your partner, as he says. We used to be at Lord Jesus, if people ever know how we used to be at loggerheads, at 27, well, 26 plus rough years, because we used to be at some serious loggerhead, because me can't get him to understand what me I say.
we are two opposite person, opposite in everything. She love red, me love green, just like that. Just opposite in most things.
A long time, you know, say I love green. Confession.
No, I mean colors. I mean, we just love the opposite.
Just
color.
kidding, people. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to that one.
But everything. You understand? I love to dress that way. She don't like to see me that way. There, everything is just opposite. We are just opposite
Just like
person.
like uniform.
Yeah.
Brown. If I wear cream shirt, cream pants, or
Well,
brown full suit of brown and brown shoes, and I said, then you can't wear that color and that color there. But him is uniformed in his dressing. Sometimes I say, try a little color now. But then that's not a loggerhead. That's nothing big to really whatever. But just stating that, yeah, there are differences and we complement each other. I cannot honestly. I said about 2 times that marriage is to make you better. And honestly, I can say that marriage to him has made me better, because I could not do, and I say to him, and this is something that you have to do. You have to, encourage your partner, tell them when they do good, because when they do bad, we so when they, and I always say this to him, that I say it in little ways, like, boy, I don't know what me that do without you. And him faces sometimes he say, an next man would do it. And it's not that a next man would not do it, but I'm not sure how they would and if they would. But a lot of things that I have accomplished. I remember when I was studying, and I always said to people, when I get my degree, me I go give him, because I know for me. He worked for it, because he would set up with me when I'm doing papers. Him up, sometime reporting was sleep. He lie down in a settee and him asleep, and I would say, go to your bed. And it helped me. Him sleeping in there because he's keeping up and he's making sure you want tea, you want this to eat, you're hungry, yada yada. And then when he does all of that, you see him at whatever, and then him lie down and he's sleeping. And I'll be there for the entire night and he's sleeping in the city. Sometimes I'll say to him, T, go on upstairs, man, go sleep, man. Alright. And it's like me have to literally push him out. But it helped me. The fact that he was there, even though I'm asleep, it was comfort for me and it gave me strength. So him being there sleeping, but I'm on my computer and I'm typing up the people them work, and so I couldn't a lot of other things that he does for me in order to help me to be who I am. So I'm able to do this, I'm able to do that, not because I am really, really independent, but because he's there supporting me, he's there pushing me, he's there in the background, cheering me on and say, all right, do that, man. Although him ask him it was yesterday, I think him said to me, say, I don't know what kind of material you make up out of, because he just doesn't understand how I do so many things, because trust me, my plate is full and I
So
do
you're
a
not
lot.
telling me material
No,
yourself?
you cannot. You're too terrible. I cannot. TMI, I could. That is so. I cannot tell the audience that if I don't want to know enough to call me, you're terrible now.
Well,
But,
you tell me that you
but,
have certain material. So.
right, because I keep going and I keep going, but then I keep going, I'm able to go because he's behind me, assisting me. So you may not see him, because I said this that he's doing him every day, every time him complain, you don't know if he can manage and whatever. I had to say to him, but you have much videos out there what you talk, so what you talking about? But he ensures that I am okay. He ensures that, he takes off certain pressure off of me. So he'll do this and he'll do that in order for me to be able to do some of the things that I do. So sometimes persons may be wondering, maybe saying, oh, but Iberica, you whatever, is not me alone. It's just that he is in the background. Because him claims him shy, I'm doing shy nothing. But he's really in the background. So we're used to the phrase, say, every successful man has a good woman standing behind them, and that is true. But we don't also hear this phrase that every successful woman has a good man behind them. And I can say that my successes, by the grace of God, has been so because I have a good man behind me in the background, pushing me on, assisting me with this, doing this for me in order to free me up so that I can, do some of the things. So it's all about supporting and comforting and pulling out. And I'm sure he can tell you that I also push him and pull out and ensure that. So sometimes he thinks that him not whatever, and I am behind him and say, Allah, yeah, tell you're a genius, because he really is a genius. Seriously, he has an engineering mind, and there are some things that he would create, and I said, like, seriously? Yeah. And I thank God for you. And guys, I always tell him, so it's not on, thank God, it's not on YouTube I am saying this, but I've always said it to him because I really realized that I couldn't be the Iberica that I am if he was not in my life. So guys, take time out also to appreciate your partner. Life rough and life tough and things hard and struggles real and whatever, but we also have to take time. A part of healing in your marriage is taking time out to appreciate your partner. Take time out to pull back, spend time with your partner. Take time to find out your partner's love language, and that is going to be the next video where me I go talk pan. So he has homework to do,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where we are. We are discussing love language, because yes, we know about love language, but are we practicing it? If you want your marriage to work good, if you want to enjoy your marriage, you have to know your partner's love language. So my husband has homework to do on, so he'll come back and tell you about what he discovered new, right, babes, about
Is there anything new?
that
Okay.
sound good. So like you have it locked, right?
Oh.
But so we're gonna talk about knowing your partner's love language, loving your partner by their love language. Very important.
Okay. And one thing before we go, I just want to say to us that if you don't do nothing for your partner, as often as you can make your partner laugh, make your partner laugh. Just find it. Find something to make your partner laugh. Just find something. And look around, even from what your partner might say to you, you can create a laugh out of it. And and I learned that maybe, I don't know if it's too long, but I just learned just to find something to make my partner laugh. And it can be simple.
That was when you were living in Spanish, though.
Not
When you learned
necessarily.
that? Oh.
No, man.
I thought it was the incident where we laugh.
No, well, I know for sure, yeah. There was an incident while we were living in Spanish Town. She came in one evening, stressed. You don't want to be around her. None of that. I mean, she just stressed. And there was an incident, and the incident makes you laugh. I mean, a real laugh. And
people business too.
right. And she laughed, and
people business.
And
it was the neighbors.
Right, So I mean,
and that was it. My day. I think from my entire week changed.
Right, so I find out that making her laugh, use some simple things, make her laugh, it worked.
And I laugh a lot.
Like for instance, the other night I came in, and I think it was last week one day. She cooked, and there's a young lady who's staying here with us, and they have dinner, and I came in, and I think they have dinner, and I came in, and I just take up the big pun pan, and I just came out, and everybody.
Oh, you were asleep. You were.
Oh, I was sleeping, right?
It was the Saturday, last week Saturday.
Right, and I just take up the pun pan and come out and tell everybody eat already, and it was a laugh, So just use something to create a laugh, and it worked. Because I know for her, the more she laughs, the less stress she has. You understand? And I don't work well with a stressed woman, no. It don't work for me at all. If I know that she's stressed, I stay downstairs and my phone. Call my friend a foreign and we talk till the morning. Or talk. But can't work with a stressed person.
But I've not been stressed. Thank God. How used to stress me? I've not been stressed. To God be the glory. COVID came, and we also have to be thankful for small things, because COVID has torn a lot of families apart, because persons just used to coexist, but you never really were together. So you're gone this, so the one gone this, so, and then you come in, you're tired, you just go to bed. But with lockdown and certain restrictions, couples are spending more time together, and it has been so sour for a lot of persons. So we have a lot to give God thanks for, because if you are able to still communicate with your partner And as I said, that is one of the things that we want to talk about in the next video. You know, communicating with your partner. And the communication, that's how the love language comes out, you know, because it's not just talking, which is also communication and very important. But you have to communicate in every aspect to the person so that, you know, you can reach them. A lot of families are not able to do that in this pandemic. A lot of families have just been so unhappy. So you're able to be with your partner, and things not perfect, because there is no perfect relationship, but you are living together and you are still in love, you are still happy in spite of the external circumstances. So it's a lot to give God thanks for. Also, do some introspection. Look on your marriage. Look on how you can make it better. If you realize that, boy, you know, things need to happen. I need to do this for my husband in order to help him to be better. I need to do this for my wife in order to help her to be better. Look on it, and the Lord will find a way, will show you how. I was listening to a couple read their marriage, and you know, she said she was praying because the husband, he thought that, and that's why it is important to learn your partner's love language, because he thought that she was okay by what he was doing, but he was actually thinking that she was okay because he was acting out his love language, which was not hers. And so she prayed and she said, Lord, you know, so and so and so and so and so, and she just laid it before the Lord. And let me tell you something. You see, wives, things happen when we pray. Because I've had instances where I've had to, well, by the time I have to lay some things before the Lord, I say, God, you say, Colin, God, you can't find Colin and tell Colin, say. And this was what she did. And it worked. It worked, where the Lord just opened up his eyes and showed him what he was doing that was hurting her so much. And thank God, you know. So that is why we have to ensure that the Lord is at the center of the marriage. Guys, we are going to leave you here. You have anything else to add?
Find something to laugh about.
Yeah, you said that
every
already.
now and then. Stay close to your partner. No, well, I wouldn't say that at this point, but a marriage, you are in it to stay. It's not a part-time thing, it's a full-time thing, it's a forever thing. And if you want it to work, it can work. But it takes a lot. You understand? So if you put in the work, you will get good results.
That's right. And if you're in it to stay, guys, it must be out there. You put it out in the atmosphere. Make the enemy know. Make Satan know. Say, me there so. And no bulldozer. No this, no that. Nah, take me out because I come here so fitan. Right? We have to put things out in the atmosphere. But if we're consistently going to say, boy, oh, me as problem come me gone, you know, and as this, then the enemy hears that as well and he's going to work on it. Guys, walk good. Take care. And remember, guys, there is hope for marriage. There is hope for marriages, because guess what? We serve the man who gives us hope. And guys, we are saying marriage must make you better. Marriage must make you grow. Marriage must push you into purpose, push you into, you know, kingdom building. So guys, thank you so much for viewing, and see you in the next video, where we're going to talk about communication via the love languages, your partner's love language. God bless. Take care.
What would my friend?
Peace.